Have you ever wondered what would happen if you were to combine an acrylic marker and then also your AirPods Pro? Well, for me personally, I'm hoping that something cool happens. I'm taking some heavy inspiration from ZHC and a bunch of other artists on YouTube that have done stuff like this before. I didn't want to wing this because these AirPods are expensive. I mean, it's gonna set you back a couple $100s, and I don't want to mess it up with some lame design. So I've gone ahead and already created a little sketch of what it's gonna look like. And I want to keep it simple, especially since I don't even know if I have all of the necessary materials for this. I don't know if you need to sand this down, or I see people adding spray paint over it first before going on with markers. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. But this is the design I have right now, and it's just a little ice cream design. So yeah, so up first is gonna be to tape the parts of the AirPods that we don't want to cover with paint. So let's get to it. All right, so we've got everything set up here. Oh shoot, actually no, I need my X-Acto knife. Okay, I found my X-Acto knife. It's actually kind of hard to see where this thing ends, so I'm gonna take my time with this to make sure that I don't accidentally leave any exposed parts that I don't want to get any paint on. And then also, this X-Acto knife sucks. It's super flimsy, so hopefully this thing doesn't break on me right now. Okay, well, moment of truth. Let's do this. Alrighty, let's see how good of a job I did. And okay, great. Yeah, nope, never mind. Gotta go back. All right, hopefully I didn't just cut through my AirPods either. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm just realizing? Since I'm not gonna spray paint this, it might not be super necessary to be super careful with this, especially since controlling where the markers are gonna go is way easier. So I'm thinking it doesn't need to be a perfect job of taping everything up. It just has to be pretty good. And then we should be fine. Okay, so I just stuck the tape back on here and that should be good. Now we're gonna do these little holes over here. Now these ones are gonna be a pain, so we'll see how this goes. Also wanted to mention, whenever I record or I draw or I do anything, I always have to be listening to music, and so that's why today we're listening to Luis Miguel. Okay, and that's about all I can play before I get copyrighted. Hopefully I'm in frame, but we finished taping up all of the holes on my AirPod case, so including the charger port and all of these other things. Now it's time to get onto the fun part, which is going to be using all of these acrylic paints, not acrylic paints, all of these acrylic markers to customize the AirPods. So without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, but before we get into that, I don't want to mess up my little drawing area here for future videos, so what I'm going to go do is find some random cardboard laying around and then put it here so that if this starts to drip, it won't get onto my table. Either way though, it is acrylic, so probably wouldn't be too much of an issue. I managed to find this instead, so this will do. Oh, that's satisfying. This is gonna be good. So I thought I'd give you guys an update on how it's going. So we finished the entire top part of the AirPods, which is going to be the melting ice cream portion in this light blue. But in the meantime, I think this part is pretty good. Might do another layer just to make sure everything is nice and even. Okay, so we've completely finished all of the ice cream portion, so all of the blue. I've got the shadows in, I've got the lights in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the ice cream cone portion, so we're gonna color everything in brown, and I'm gonna save adding on the little white highlights for last, since it's gonna really make it pop and it's gonna be a cool effect. So let's get to it. This is coming out pretty sick. Get a little sneak peek of that. Ooh, this is gonna be satisfying. Ooh. Ready? Oh, great. I have to paint that now. Gosh darn it. Ooh, I was cutting it kind of close on this side. Just a little bit further and I would have started to get into these little holes, but we're good. All right, and the last side. Here we go. Ooh, there we go. And that's officially a wrap. So these AirPods are now fully customized, and I think overall the result is pretty good. It wasn't as smooth as I expected it to be, and it was a lot harder to control, especially because it's such a small object, and the roundness of it, I wasn't able to get perfectly straight lines. A little messier than I expected too. My hands got a little dirty, but overall this was a blast to make. I see now why so many people used to do this back in the day. Like as of even just a couple years ago, it was a huge trend to customize stuff like AirPods, shoes also. Like these acrylic markers are a blast. So if you guys want to see me customize more stuff, maybe even at some point do a giveaway, who knows, make sure to subscribe, and also let me know what stuff you want me to customize. If you have any ideas for what I should do, what designs I should do on those things, let me know because I want to hear it all. So thank you for watching, and then stay tuned for the next one. Peace.